the Gemini, which is a dual e-ink screen. So this would be 2 screens of the Big Me and the Tab Mini C size. So let me show you what sort of size that would be once it had been opened up. In fact, that will give us a really quite good little analog of that. So it'll open up to being this sort of size. And yeah, actually you'd have that kind of strip on the side here, and you'd have the 2 screens, then it would fold to be the same size as this. So that, I think that could be quite an interesting one, and I'm here for this one. I'm interested. I'm not sure this is going to be the answer to everyone. This is the IF Design Award. It's won this design award here, and you can see they've got some interesting design choices with this little rotational thing here. I guess it's kind of home button, some more physical buttons than normal. You've got all of the compute, all of the battery and everything will be in this little section here, and then these screens will be as flat as they can make them. And then you get this kind of idea, it can fold up to be a bit like a laptop, although typing on anything flat like that is usually an absolutely terrible experience, so I wouldn't see it for long typing like that. Then it also has this interesting pen, and I think that it's going to be a Wacom EMR pen. I certainly hope so, although that doesn't look like one. These are still early design kind of drawings. But if it was, that would be ideal. I don't think it would get very far without, as I've kind of demonstrated what capacitive screens are like. But these are 2 7.8-inch e-ink screens. And so they're getting this kind of pen plus book 360, enabling some PC keyboard layout. This kind of look like that. Typing on that size will not be ideal though. I will say that's going to be a lot smaller than typing on the Remarkable keyboard, for instance, which is already too small for any long-term use anyway. But then it also adds this kind of pen microphone module, and that microphone module could clip onto your shirt, onto your lapel. Maybe you're presenting or you're using voice dictation as well, which is a thing that, if you're not going that way at the minute with voice dictation, a lot of the world is. A lot of the world really likes using voice dictation. I think more and more, as it gets more accurate as well, it is going to be used more regularly as well. So I think there's something to this. This is Gemini. The company is Hefei LCFC, which are related in some way to Lenovo. And these are pretty far along renders, really. And they've already taken the trouble to put it in for these awards. What do you think of that? What do you think of the dual screen reader there? Do you think it's just going to be too thick to be sort of, do you think it would be a bit big? Do you need both screens of that size? Is it better to wait for when we can actually just get one continuous e-ink panel to fold across? I don't know. I mean, there's something about being able to open up. I really like the idea of having a reference book and then notes on one side. You do that a lot anyway. You do use one reference, one writing. I kind of wonder whether only one of them will have the pen input, which might be a bit of a drag. They both look black and white from here. It draws out. It's an interesting one. There was a big dual A4 kind of music reader, but that's discontinued and massively expensive as well. Will it be just too expensive as well? The price of 2 of these things, it can't be any less than £500 really. So will it just be sort of pricing you out for that reason as well? So you've got one source on one side, one source on the other. It's not just going to be about having this kind of 2-page up view all the time. No, it's going to be more about exactly having apps open on different sides. I think absolutely it is. And I can't see this as a use case. Although I could see a use case of having the thing standing up and having an actual keyboard with you that you could pull out. And here they're showing that kind of, some kind of reference document here on the left and some kind of writing on the side as well.